Vote yes.
JBS.
What's JBS?
Just before sunset.
Oh, you already giving them nicknames and shit.
Yeah, why not?
But I'm pretty sure they would appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. We on. Okay. Welcome everybody. Episode 9. I almost called it Just Before Sunset. They would not appreciate that. Episode 9, 3rd and 5. Welcome. Today is an episode where we are sponsored for the first time, gentlemen. Give a round of applause.
Hey.
Yeah, we need a mic board, yo.
Yes,
what
sir.
you doing on that, G?
I haven't gotten paid from Joe Biden yet. He owes me $2,000.
And that party looking real fancy for a nigga that owed $2,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, first sponsorship. Shout out to Just Before Sunset, local business here, doing body oils with CBD. So 2 young black women. So support black culture, support black business. They out here with it. I think they might have started like a year ago or so, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct us if we're wrong too.
Huh? Yeah, correct. Yes, please correct me in the comments if I'm incorrect. But yeah, they reached out and I was honored to be able to display. Oh my God, sorry, this game is crazy. But we were honored to be able to display the work that they got. Y'all tried the oil yet?
Yeah. Just we just put some on
Each other.
Naruto. It's gonna go.
Yeah, that's the intro.
We just put some of the body oil on. Yeah, man, it's good, man. What I like about it is that it's natural. I think it's handmade, which is like incredible. And everything comes from Colorado. So I mean, when you talk about not the mecca, but like the mecca of marijuana and CBD products, I mean, Colorado is kind of the spot you want to get stuff from. So,
and for you, this is something that, have you ever considered using CBD?
So I use CBD on and off. So this is like right up my alley. I've used it for medicinal purposes as well as medical things too. So I'm actually super excited to use this and kind of see how it works for me.
Yeah, as an athlete, I'm really ready to hear what your results are. But I like it so far. I've never used oils per se, or like especially anything CBD wise. But I know it's supposed to loosen up the joints and the aches and stuff like that. This is the Valentine's special they gave us. So if you're looking for something special to do for your partner, we will put the link to their website on our episode, obviously, and probably put it on this video. So yeah, go out there, check it out, order some stuff. Awesome women in the city of Madison doing their thing.
Yeah,
so,
please support local.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, these are 2 black women that started their own business from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone talks about, supporting local, supporting black women, supporting black culture, supporting black businesses. And when it comes time to do that, no one knows where to look. Well, now you know. Now we have someone that is doing the stuff that everyone else in the city is doing. Support black businesses, support black women. And let's get them going, man. Like this is incredible, not just for the city, but for black people getting in this industry. It was demonized when we made it cool, but now that it's marketable, now everyone want to jump on it. These ladies have really taken advantage of that, and we're gonna do everything within our power to support them. So,
absolutely. And if you wonder if this product is for you, some notes that they gave us, which I appreciate, is they said anxiety and for depression, seizures and epilepsy, sleep disorder, inflammation, which you already talked about, PTSD, multiple sclerosis. I hope I said that right.
yeah, you said it
helps prevent cancer, and also it strengthens your bones. So, I mean, it sounds like it's for everybody. I think the big thing is anxiety and depression, because that's obviously something that is within just about everybody. I think everybody suffers from anxiety and a little bit of depression every now and then, and there's obviously those folks that deal with that on a highly basis.
And with COVID right now, that's a big thing.
Absolutely.
So having something that's not prescribed from a doctor, but something that's natural from the earth, especially since everyone's trying to go the healthier route, having something natural, you can read the ingredients, understand the ingredients is super important too.
So again, thank you. Just Before Sunset. I can't wait to use these products more. Catch up on Instagram, Just Before Sunset LLC, or Facebook, Just Before Sunset, and website, justbeforesunset.com, and learn some more.
And shout out to them for giving us merch too. I like that shit.
shirt is
Shirt's fire. Shirt's fire.
Yeah. Simple and elegant.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Collaboration. You know what I'm saying? Support your folks. Oh yeah, but shout out Black History Month. We out here. This is perfect timing.
Great time.
What a time to be alive. The best time. All right, so we out here watching this game, and Tom Brady is the GOAT. I ain't gonna disrespect, but man, I was really hoping for this to be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of if you watch NFL, you support MAGA because Tom Brady supports MAGA. And so I guess
Tom wasn't ready for that one.
Yeah, he had the hat in his locker.
Yeah.
But you know, like what I hate about that is that you're not able to, like, people just look at this game and just think of Tom Brady, not understanding that we have a black quarterback in the most pivotal position in football, changing the narrative of black people being able to play that position. And because you let Tom Brady's name overshadow that, you don't look at that. So this game is not just about Tom Brady. I mean, he's about to, if he wins this game, he's going to do something incredible. But it's also about Patrick Mahomes, too. I mean, this man signed a contract for $500 million. So, and he's at the top of the quarterback position right now. So, this game is a lot more than just Tom Brady. It's about Patrick Mahomes too. So,
Word.
I just don't like that narrative. Like, I don't like how people nitpick with one thing and overshadow other stuff. So, to make that clear.
Right. So I guess I'm confused. Are you talking about how Tom Brady just gets a lot of attention, or how people are people trying to make MAGA cool because Tom Brady's a fan, or like?
No, people are saying that if they're making a correlation of, if you are watching this game, you automatically are supporting Tom Brady, which means you're automatically supporting the NFL, which has done a terrible job with racial inequality, which means that you're supporting MAGA because all the owners are Trump supporters.
Okay.
I just don't like that correlation. I mean, we can go into numerous details of numerous people who people support that have done questionable shit, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, they're letting Tom Brady's name, he's offsides. He's letting Tom Brady, they're letting Tom Brady's name overshadow the fact that we have a black QB. And
In back-to-back Super Bowls.
In back-to-back Super Bowls, that's at the very top of this mission. And shit, even 10 years ago, they didn't believe black people were able to play quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I just don't like that. I mean, like I said, there's numerous examples that people support, you know, that they don't bat an eye to. So,
yeah,
that's something like that.
Bet. How y'all doing? What was the week like? Y'all know I always like to open up like that recently.
Me?
Yeah, or I can go. Shit.
Yeah, you go.
All right. Hey, I know at the beginning of this year we talked about goals and what we wanted to achieve this year. My goal is to still make $100,000 by the end of the year. So January was kind of a trash month for me, mentally and just mentally for me. So this month I decided to get back on my shit. So just been studying, hoping to get my life insurance license. Hoping to get that at the beginning of March. I'm hoping to make a couple $1,000s before my son's birthday. So that's my goal.
From the insurance?
Yeah. I just.
When can you take the test next?
I mean, I can take it tomorrow, really.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go about it a little bit different. I have stuff that I need in order to achieve it. So just really buckling down on my free time and then getting to it.
We gotta go a little further. I'm distracted by that. All right.
I was starting to protect. Little technical difficulties.
Shit.
Oh, and then shout out to while I'm here. Shout out to Proactive Women. My fiance's my.
What's that commercial? Oh, Kobe. More. But Kobe, I've already. There's only so many records I can break. More records. That's cool. I was messing up because I was trying to be relaxed. Okay, there we go.
And then shout out to Proactive Women. My fiance's life coaching business. She just signed her first deal yesterday, or signed her first client yesterday.
Oh, bet. Okay.
So
What is Proactive Women?
So it's a life coach, right? It's really, I don't want to generalize it, but it's a way to really keep you on track with what you're doing, figuring out why you're doing certain things. It could be something in terms of like, hey, you're qualified for this job. Why aren't you pursuing it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like really getting down to the nuts and bolts of your decision making, and her job really is to kind of get you to that place where you're moving forward. If you ever feel stagnant, and I could be completely slaughtering that, and if I am, I'm sorry, but I'm just happy. Like, she signed her first client today, which is something that we as a couple talked about, want to be entrepreneurs by the end of the year as well. So her signing her first client was huge. So
that's what's up.
Shout out to her.
All right, link in the video.
Dope,
man. Trying to get that business out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your posts all the time.
You know what I'm
saying?
And then another thing, I just opened up a drop shipping website. I got it all set up. I got a couple things I got to do still, but I got it all set up.
What do you sell?
It's dope. It's a variety of things. Everything.
So vague.
Yeah, it is. It's shoes, sweatsuits. It's blue light blocking glasses, ring lights. Just stuff that things that people are buying nowadays. Okay. A couple more things I got to do, but it's all set up and ready to go too. So I'm hoping to have that just as my little side job. I'm hoping to make a bunch of money from too. Really want that Tesla. So,
but am I linking that too?
No, not yet.
Okay, more to come.
Yeah.
Ty,
what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
How's your week, Doc? What you on? What's the new thing? How's Ford going?
Ford is going. Working on a spring drop. It's gonna be simple. 1 or 2 pieces, nothing crazy, but enough that's something that's Not like a commitment as a sweatsuit. But for everybody, something more unisex, like t-shirt or sweatshirt or something like that. Just trying to get the design finalized and ordering specs locked in, and then I'll have more on that. But as far as forward goes, that's what I'm working on. Also trying to think of like a spring summer collaboration for the Pay It Forward Scholarship Fund.
Okay.
Something to bring some more awareness and some funds raised in the summer. Trying to get some ideas for that together and pitched. It's a lot of it's a lot right now just of creative, throwing things at a dartboard, seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
Type of shit. Other than that, not much to speak on.
You sound like you're lacking motivation.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Why is that?
I'm a little tired, exhausted, mentally, physically.
Yeah.
But could be worse.
Mm-hmm. Gotta go through the fire
That's it.
before you go sit on ice.
I don't know if that's where I want to sit.
I don't know if that's a thing.
I liked it. Though. I liked it.
Hey,
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it makes sense.
That's what's up. Hey, that's what's up. Can't speak English again. That's what's up, y'all. Y'all keep it going. I see y'all out here with the businesses and actually taking advantage of it, and hopefully that those do take off.
Oh, another thing, but
No, go ahead.
oh, and then I really got into stocks too. Last week or a week and a half ago, I should put in more now, but put in like $10 for no. For Robin, we gotta talk about that too.
I did.
Robin Hood and some bullshit. And I can't get away from him right now because all my stocks are doing good. But I put in for Dogecoin. I put in like $10.
Yes, sir.
Like 2 weeks ago. So I got like 972 shares. And our $8 turned into 48. Just that fast. So I'm probably gonna put in. I wanna go ahead and put in 100. But I ain't got it right now. But just thinking about. I made a post on Facebook a day or two ago about this dude coming to me in 2011 and asking me for $100 to put into Bitcoin, and him telling me that it's going to explode in the next 10 years. And I had it to spend fruitfully, if that's a word. I had it just to spend just because I knew it was going to come back. And that's when Bitcoin was under $1.
Damn.
So even right
100
now,
shares right now.
it'd be over 100 shares if it's under $1. G.
Right, 100 shares, and it's at like 30 grand. Wow.
I would have had 3.4 mil if I would have held on to it right now.
Understanding business and finance.
But yeah, I just he came to me and like it sounded like a scam because I'm like, well, how do I spend it?
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't explain to me how I could spend it, how it's seen as currency. So I thought it was a scam, not knowing that I could have been a millionaire right now. So that being said, I like really, really started reading about stocks and all that stuff. I really considered day trading for a little bit. I don't have time for that. But with Dogecoin, there's a couple other ones I want to invest into, but I don't like buying half shares. But Dogecoin I'm just gonna hold on to. The way it's going right now, even if it goes to like $2, I'm gonna come out on top. So
I've been learning and just listening and trying to find a podcast to talk about business and finance or something I can understand. And that's like the hardest part is like when it comes to business finance, you're so used to like hearing kind of like the white guy that's kind of that's his whole shebang, but he doesn't really relate to maybe what you have going on. So for me, that's the struggle for me to listen to. So I was like trying to search around and trying to figure out like who's doing business finance and somebody black and then I could be relatable to. And then I came across EYL, Earn Your Own Leisure.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
They are dope. Dudes out of New York, and they have that podcast, and then they have a sub podcast, Market Mondays, where they talk specifically about like their portfolio and what you should be looking into. And yeah, it's easy to listen to. It's like, you know what I'm saying, we like to listen to bullshit like Joe Budden. I'm not saying Joe Budden is bullshit, but like, you know, that kind of conversation. I mean,
He gonna come for you.
he probably will. If not, Maul will. But like that conversation is just kind of just like, you know, the shit they don't really give us anything per se. And that's
Make
how,
it understandable.
huh?
Make it like understandable.
Well,
Relatable.
not even
No,
that.
they
I mean,
just
that's
don't give
important,
that kind of content.
but just like to make it fun. Like I can listen to them talk about the stuff as I'm like driving around working or doing whatever, and like be able to actually enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the hardest part of business and finance is that it's such like even though it is such an important topic, it is a very boring topic. And like they have a great conversation and be able, and it's like kind of fun to listen to. So yeah, if you're at home, you need a business finance group to listen to. EYL, Spotify, YouTube, all that.
Isn't it crazy, man? Like, think about how us as like the black community, right? Look at how excited we are about learning this stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like, we can make money. And like, look at the tools that were put against us for us not to know this.
Mhm.
Right? And now that we learn it, we like, oh, this ain't what we thought, but this wasn't meant for us either. Like, you ever think about that? Just like the stuff, like, I know I keep going back to it, but like the Bitcoin stuff, like everybody jumped on it quick. And because it wasn't talked about, like in my circle, it wasn't talked about in my community, it wasn't talked about within anyone I was around, like I thought it was trash.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, we're working 400 years behind time.
Yeah.
I thought it was just something you buy drugs with on the internet.
That's what I was told. Because actually, I have a friend who, her guy was working for Bitcoin when they had first started, and she was talking about how sketchy it was. But like you said, I didn't know anything about stocks. Like if you think about 10 years back right now, when we were just starting college or whatever, think about the things that were coming out at that time. Like Tesla was $7 a share. 5 years they were like $7 a share. Amazon would have been way cheaper. Like all these different things that people have been investing into that are millionaires just from doing that. Yeah, we just those aren't tools in our circle because unfortunately our families didn't have the means of being involved in that. We didn't have the friends that were involved in that, things of that nature. So one quote, so it might have sucked, yeah, but you don't know what you don't know, right? And what are you gonna do? All we know is we know now. But one thing, I also on YouTube I follow this dude, Keenan Grace, and he also talks about stocks and stuff too. He's really fun to listen to. So if you're on YouTube, listen to him. But he always says there always will be another play. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're behind now and we missed out on a bunch of stuff, there is always still another play. So just being able to learn and Ian from EYL will say, you got to know how to hold stocks, but you also have to learn how to swing trade. You also have to be able to do quick trades and all that stuff. You got to be versatile in what you do. That's the only really way you're gonna be able to make wealth. You hoping that there's another Tesla. You know what I'm saying? That'll be Would that be great? Yes. But if you can learn that system in general, you're going to find something.
Which is why I was like, so there's another electric car coming. Huh?
Or Lucid.
Lucid.
Yeah.
Which looks cool.
Yeah, those cars are cool.
Yeah. So, and they're starting out. They have a limited edition.
CCIB.
Yeah, they have limited edition. They're only selling like, I don't know, a few thousand, right? And it's like all said and done, it's like $100,000 car.
Yeah.
But it's like that. Okay, cool. That's gonna be released this summer. Depending on what features you get, it probably be pushed back late, in the fall of 2021, right? It's like, okay, cool. That's coming out. That's gonna be something big. It's gonna probably try to rival Tesla. Jump on what's their stock.
Mm-hmm.
Like when are they going public? Like just figuring that stuff out, man, and getting on top of it now.
Well, yeah. Ticker symbol CCIV. They're going to be merging with them, or I shouldn't say that. Speculation is they're going to merge with them. So, I definitely should start sharing this information with y'all in general. I've been kind of selfish with information, and information is something you should never be selfish with because you're not doing any good for yourself or the folks around you. So anyway, CCIV is a high speculation that they're going to merge with them to go into the market. It seems like their game plan is right now is that they haven't released a car yet, obviously, but they have like the setup of getting the cars or whatever. But they really want their stock to be. They want everything kind of roll out tenfold together. They want their stock to be rolling out, and they want their cars to be rolling out kind of at the same time, which basically helps them, make the stock kind of go faster, higher, be able to create more money in their budget, and that they don't, they don't take a major loss. So if that goes through, right now CCIV is trading at like $28, $30 or something like that.
Right now.
34. So yeah,
it's not Churchill Capital, is it?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's 34 right now.
So $34 right now. I caught it at 14. So right now, what's happening is that at $34, a lot of people are getting into it, but also a lot of people are getting into it just to do short trades.
Ooh, it went up $4 today.
Word? Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you good. That's what's happening. Like some people are getting into it right now because of the speculation. So they are getting ready to, just get in as quick as they can, make a few bucks, keep it moving. So yeah, as of right now, like if you got into it back when it was 14 or whatever, like right now you just keep an eye. If it goes through, it's only gonna shoot up. Like immediately if once it happens, if you can get it right now, it's great because once it goes through, it's probably gonna shoot up to 60 right away anyway. And then from there, if Lucid is a good company and they are gonna do their thing, then it's gonna easily hop up to $100 because it's the closest thing to being Tesla's competitor. And they're a good looking car. They are more advanced than Tesla, I would say, when it comes to the interior and also the batteries and stuff like that. So it's competitive in general. So it's not too late to jump in now. So yeah, I would probably wait till Monday market and see if it goes down to like hopefully $30, $29 or something, whatever, then buy. But yeah.
So this CCI is going to be acquiring.
So it's like
they're gonna merge with Lucid. I'm guessing they're probably gonna be providing something.
No, so
yeah. Let me shut up. Dry.
I just been doing a lot of listening.
I can't hear you.
There are stocks that are intentionally made to be merger stocks. So like if you read CCIV right now, it says like this stock is made to be a merger for whatever business in the near future, right? So right now, if Lucid pulls out of the deal, or because they filed their paperwork, if the paperwork doesn't go through and that merger doesn't happen, then CCIV is still going to be a business looking to merge with somebody else in the future, right? And Lucid most likely would find somebody else to merge with in the future if it's CCIV or if it's not CCIV. So there's just these stocks around happening like that. Like for instance, not Neo. Who was? I can't think of it. But there are some other stocks that are specifically merger stocks that have been finalized that they are going to be making mergers with businesses to get their stock going. Or yeah, there are some businesses that are just normal businesses and are merging with other companies to then become that one ticker symbol or whatever. So yeah, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Okay. So yeah, I'd say like if y'all really into it, like Keenan Grace always has fresh new content, always posting a video. Obviously, you got to do your own research and know your own deal, and believe what you believe, speculate what you speculate. But yeah, I mean, there's so much information out here that like if you don't start a YouTube channel or a podcast with like kind of what you are expert in, it almost doesn't make sense because you can benefit from it. And like, is it gonna go big every time? No. But that's the thing is that like if you want to learn how to do floors, if you want to learn how to rebound your home, if you want to learn how to play the game of basketball, like there's so much information out there at readily access that you can go out and get. And for instance, like for y'all, you want to teach people how to cook, you want to start cooking class, you can start your own cooking show on YouTube. Is it gonna necessarily pop? Not necessarily, but like that's the thing. There's so many different platforms now where you could do that. So like
you can do that shit on TikTok.
Right.
I mean, I'm not on it. But like, I've seen things pop off of TikTok.
Yeah, and that's what the generation is on this early generation, now generation, all that stuff is on those platforms. So yeah, things are popping.
Gen Z. Yeah.
I don't know if I have the patience for that.
Absolutely no, it's not for everybody. Like I thought Chase should have started a YouTube channel, and he said that he wasn't into it too either. So like, yeah, it's definitely.
Oh no, I think he's about to start one now.
Oh, he changed his mind?
I think so.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely not for everybody. But just saying that the information is out there, and it can be out there if you want to bring information, you think that it's not available to folks.
Yeah, man. I think and it's been out there, man. I just don't. I think it's hard for people to, because you look at it. And then you're like, oh, I still don't understand it. And I don't know. It's like hard to ask for help.
Yeah.
And I think and then that's just kind of ingrained in us as people too, is we're taught from a very young age to just do shit on our own, figure it out, which kind of like this was a perfect segue into another thing. But I feel like we are, born into struggle, and struggle is what we know, and the fight, the anguish, the sadness, the happiness of the struggle, is what we like kind of strive for, right? Not knowing that we don't have to struggle, not knowing that. I just think it's weird, like this, when I was thinking about why I haven't got my shit together, why I haven't, even touched my goals. And I think did I talk about it last podcast? I don't know. But I was talking to someone, I think I was talking to my fiance too, but I was just like, I'm so accustomed to struggling. No, I think we were talking about it when you said, that you're scared of success or you're afraid of success. That's kind of where I was at was, I find comfort in struggling, but then I hate struggling. And it's like this weird paradigm where I'm trying to get out the struggle. And then I have multiple opportunities, multiple lanes to get out of struggle. And I get lazy because I'm skeptical of it, or it's, or I'm like, yeah, I'm skeptical of it. Instead of just saying like, yo, this is what you wanted. You have the roadmap, you have the way to do it. There's the bridge right there, cross it, and you're scared to cross it. So that's just something that I think is childhood trauma, that I'm working through definitely. But I just hate that I'm in the comfort zone of struggling. And I hate that we as people are not born to struggle, but like if we see making it out of our situation by athletics, by rap, or by becoming an artist. And then there's a Madison culture that I don't like either. But yeah. I just feel I hate that that's the only way for us to like get out of our situation. Also, people are sharing terrible information about creating LLCs too. I just want to point that out. But that's a whole different conversation too.
No, I mean we got time. Let's talk. You got something to talk about?
Nope.
Go ahead, speak on it, bro.
No, I mean like, and don't get. I don't really know.
I'm interested to hear it. Yeah.
I don't really know that the ins and outs of LLCs, and like that's why I'm not gonna gloss over it, but like a lot of people are claiming to creating LLCs and creating your own businesses. A lot of people are and getting these loans from like the government and shit. A lot of people are just making it seem like it's just boom, boom, boom. Like it's not that. Like, and again, very limited knowledge, right? But cool, you can create LLC. First, you got to make sure the name is whatever name you make it. It's not copied by any means. No company already has it. Once you go from there, like when you apply, because there are like a lot of loans for like small businesses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to show some kind of growth, right? Like it'd be different if like, you know, Ty's situation where like, all right, you know, Ty, you know, last year Ty sold, you know, $5,000-$6,000 in merch, right? And now he applies for his loan. He has record. He has track records. He has proof on the table of what he's done versus, all right, Ty has made Forward LLC. I'm gonna go apply for this $50,000 loan. Like you're not just gonna get it. Like they're not just gonna like. They're not just gonna give it to you, right? Like you got to show some kind of. And again, that's just me doing my very limited knowledge of it. But like,
Yeah, no, you're right. I would
fam, the advice that we're giving people in terms of LLCs are going to set people up for failure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Back to the EYL group, they do interviews with folks that's kind of talks on this. So one guy they talked to multiple times is Him 500. Him 500 does a lot of finance advice, specifically around how to turn your credit into cash.
Mm-hmm.
So it has a lot of great knowledge about like applying for credit cards and what credit cards get you the most money, whatever. And he said that it's like exactly the same thing you just said. He was like, if you have a merch company and you making $5,000 a month or whatever, you know, I just gave you 3 credit cards that you could, you know, that you could get a max of $75,000 out of. Don't take that $75,000 and spend it when you know that your end result is only $5,000 a month. Like you're stretching yourself thin and possibly and going more into debt because you are going to buy stuff or you're using money that you don't need to use. So unless if you can spend that $75,000 and know you're going to make that $75,000 back probably within 6 months or so, that makes no sense to be able to do it. Is it cool that you got accepted for it? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But let's not be done with it though. Yeah.
But that's what, but like again, it's when you're not used to money and then you see 3 credit cards with 25 racks. Your first thing is going to be, okay, cool. Oh, bet I'm gonna buy this. Because I'm gonna make this look good. And then you don't have a marketing strategy. You don't have, you don't have a marketing strategy. You don't have customer base. You don't have any of that. You just buying stuff because it looks good, not understanding that there's shit behind that. So I don't know. I just like the information that is floating around right now, and everyone's just creating LLCs. And I think, you know, back to the products we got, I think they did it the right way. But I just don't want wrong information to be out there because we have a tendency of, I think, jumping on the train, not really knowing, but just looking at the potential of what it could do and then living off that, not knowing that there's a whole different strategy. There's a whole different other side that no one talks about that happens. So,
yeah, absolutely. Tell you got anything to add? Because you're the one with the actual running the business, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me personally, I haven't applied for a single loan yet. I mean, that's stupid. That's money you have to pay back with interest. Especially being as new as I am, there's no point in going into more debt when I don't have to. And I started my business with money I got from the government from the pandemic.
Oh, so you had a pandemic?
Not yet. Hopefully. But a lot of the like the stimulus checks and then the extra money from unemployment, a lot of that just went into creating the LLC to begin with, and then financing product and the website and promotion and marketing and stuff like that. So I'm not in any hurry to like blow the fuck up or have giant stockpiles of inventory that is ready to sell. Like I take a lot of care and research into the products that I do create, and each of the products are something that I'm very passionate about, and I get within the means that I have the best quality and the best product that I want and am passionate about creating, and then put that amount out without having to take money that I have to earn back or pay interest on. So like taking out loans or credit cards and stuff like that, like I have no interest in doing that. Really ever in my personal life or in my business life. Unless like there's a very specific and tried and true plan that I will earn it back and not create more debt by doing so. So like the only things I've applied for are grants, which is free money. I haven't gotten any yet, but I've only applied for money that I don't have to pay back and pay back with interest.
Which is smart.
So yeah, like I'm fine staying small and staying very true and passionate about small batch of products that I put out. If that means not going into debt for my business.
Yeah.
As long as my business has a positive account number or account balance, then
You in the green?
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So yeah, I think especially if you're starting out, if you're new, I know that like it's not realistic for a lot of people to do what I did. And it's not, a lot of people can't be as leisurely about it as I am, I guess. I don't know if leisurely is the right word, but
yeah, that's the right word.
I
It's not in a negative way by any means, but everyone's not going to have the opportunity and the capital that you had out the gate.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Where like, yeah, I'm not under pressure to pay anybody back.
Right.
Like the LLC is paid for. I just have a yearly filing fee with the state, and then taxes. But like in terms of building inventory and all that, like I'm not going into debt to do so, and ideally I would never like to, because I started out
Not in debt.
by not going into debt.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that I really pay attention to. Is like, it's so positive to start an LLC, which it is totally. But people also don't talk about like, what it is, what it means to have to pay self-employment taxes. So can you talk about a little about that within the Wisconsin version? Like, is it a high? Is it low?
Because of the pandemic, I haven't been doing much catering, or delivery services. That would come with its own taxes and fees.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been more focused on retail. And online retail, I pay sales tax on the merchandise or the whatever the amount of the bill is that the person buys. I pay the sales tax to the state where it's purchased. So like I've had a couple purchases or sales in states that don't have sales tax. So I don't have any sales tax to pay on that. And then I have had some in states where there is sales tax, and then I pay the sales tax of that state.
Okay.
And then whatever the filing fees and just operating fees of Wisconsin is, I pay that. So like a big thing learned last year is like being very diligent about record keeping.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that when tax time does come, it's a lot easier to file these taxes when your records are tight, because it's just not shit that you want to guess on, because that'll come back to bite you in the ass. And know that if you are making money, you're going to have to pay money.
Yeah, not even for just like the sell part, but also for yourself and what you're using to be able to do these different things. Like I think about myself. I did like a delivery service for a bit, and they don't take taxes out. So doing my taxes, I have to pay in or whatever. But luckily it like worked out where like tax forms kind of just like help you out and kind of make a overall about the money you can make back from driving or whatever. But if I had taken that time for myself to just write down like the times that I drove and how many miles and like my phone bill and all those things, like if I had those things charted down for myself, obviously I can be a beneficial. It could be beneficial for myself versus just like worrying about like also the piece where you have to pay in because of the business that you have and such. So there's two sides of that coin and stuff. So yeah, you took us down a rabbit hole, Keith.
Hey, that's shit that's kind of just been on my mind, man. Like, I just feel like we wouldn't be like, we won't be looked down upon, and like, just the stigma of Black people being stupid, right? It's crazy to me, but it's not. We're not stupid. It's just the lack of knowledge, the lack of opportunity, the lack of learning these things, right? And then just generation of that happening, and then us catching up now. It's just like crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of this shit should be taught in school. Like, I still don't really know how to do taxes. Like, right? Like, and I shouldn't be so geeked when taxes come. Right? Like, I shouldn't be so geeked like, ooh, February 1st, I'm gonna file my shit so I can get it quick. Like, that shouldn't be like, that shouldn't be like my highlight of the year. Like, I should just be used to like money. And even stuff like we're doing now, like we're investing with my child's, like, he has an investment account, right? And in a year it's already made a bunch of money, right? Like, and it's like that's just stuff that I don't think about. But like, we should know that. Like, there's no reason why anybody shouldn't be able to set aside shit $100 a month for like their child. Because when we want something, we'll figure out how to do it. Right? Or we'll figure out how to get it. It don't matter what it is. It's like we're gonna figure it out. But somehow we're gonna find the money to do it. Right? But again, it just goes back to the like hood rich mentality and the emphasis on appearing to look like you have money versus how much money you actually have, right? Like, cool, cool. I may have $1,500 outfit on, but I missed my rent this month. And just the emphasis shouldn't be on how I look to other people, because if they want you, they gonna fuck. Right? Like it don't.
There it is.
It don't matter like what you look like, man. It don't. And that's why I think a lot of people. I mean, I shouldn't say that. Like everyone does that, but like if that's your objective tonight, whether you're a male or female, it won't matter. And we just do that to look down upon the next person instead of trying to uplift each other. And cool. It's looked at as a negative when I make it and I come back and try to help you. And it's looked at it's looked at like I'm looking down on you instead of like, nah, man, I was in the same situation, trying to help you to get where I'm at. And I don't know. That shit just been kind of in my mind. But they fucking
crazy.
No matter what.
Yeah. I just trying to stress me out.
What that did?
All those thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, like, and it's not bad though. It's just like thinking about it in retrospect.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I kind of just look at like where my life is now, and I literally had no idea what life would be like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then just to see how it unfolded is like crazy to me. And
fucking 19.
Well, yeah, and it's just like, if I can do it, how come you can't do it? Like what's holding you back from achieving everything? Like, what's holding you back from buying that house? You know what I mean? Like what's holding you back from getting off of government help? Like what's holding you back from all that stuff? Right? Like, a lot of us grew up in the same situations. I mean, it's different variables, but for the most part, I feel like we all grew up the exact same way. And what did I do? It's like, and I got here, right? Like what decisions did I make? Because there's nothing out of the ordinary that I made. Decisions that I made that like no one else like that everyone else wasn't doing. Like there wasn't anything that I did super special. I think I just capitalized on what was given to me, which everyone has different gifts, but when those gifts aren't highlighted in our community, we tend to push them aside. So it's just like, and I know it's Black History Month. Shout out to Black History Month, with Black History. It's just that I read something like, it's Black History all year round. This is just the anniversary, which I really like too. But yeah, man, just like thinking about us as people and how geek we were to like invest in stock and flip that money, that whatever. And it's just like, man, if we just knew that, this wouldn't be a big deal. The best thing they did was expose the market for what it is. And realize that motherfuckers at the top be doing this shit all the time. Right? And when the people got the common knowledge, now they want to put the clamps on them. Now they're trying to make restrictions. Which is why I fucking hate Robinhood. But like I said, I got too much
There's
money.
some shady shit going on with Robinhood.
I got too much money in there right now.
And pull out.
I mean, it's not much, but I doubled what I put in there.
Yeah, pull out, put it in Fidelity.
I was thinking Webull.
I don't do Fidelity, dude.
Okay. Well, yeah, regardless, I bought it for too low for me to take it out. So I might just leave it in there. But Robinhood really did rub me the wrong way with that shit. Like I would,
As it should.
right before AMC boomed, the shares were like $15, and I tried to buy 5 of them bitches. They said no. And then a week later, that shit was like $80. And I couldn't buy it. And then they tried to say, oh, you can buy limited shares. And I was like, at that point, I'm like, no, you can't do that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like, look at all the money that's out there. And like how easy it is, how easy it is really to get money.
That's what my friend who was a financial advisor always said when he first started becoming a financial advisor. He was like, there's a bunch of money out there. You just got to move it into your pocket.
Yeah.
Why did you say Fidelity instead of Webull?
That's what I trade on Fidelity.
Okay. So you don't know anything about Webull?
No, I don't. But I trade on Fidelity.
Okay.
All right.
That's where my friend works. He set me up with an account. There's no trading fees or.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I
Like that.
wanted to know if you had any bad experience.
Insider. No, I can't do that either. You go to jail for that.
Whoa, we ain't got no insider information at all.
So that's what I'm saying. That's why I cut myself off.
Yeah. What else I got for us today?
Madison.
Madison, the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not.
We've been here for a while.
Yeah, fam, it's just the direction that it's going, man. Like, I don't know how much longer I can be here. We have a housing crisis here. And yet they continue to put up these super expensive luxury dorms.
That are built like shit.
Right, but
They
look
want
great.
$1,600 for a studio.
But look great. Right? Like, look at and then for these little like 4plexes, 8plexes or whatever, like now I'm trying to compete. And so now I got to raise my rent from, like, fam, I remember you can get a 2 or 3 bedroom for like $1,000. Like when I was in college, fam. You can't do that now.
Shit, our 3-bedroom was 18.
And yeah.
I thought that was high.
What? Right? But it's just like Madison shouldn't be comparable with other other big cities, and
It's more expensive than Chicago.
that's what I'm saying. And we are a town of 300,000 people,
It's
and
just
like
because of Epic and the other one.
yeah, but
The
Exact
other
Science,
Exact.
yeah. And I don't have no beef with them. I just hate that like they're not catering to like it. Madison's more than downtown, and you're causing people. You can't get mad at people for doing certain stuff when they got to do it to live. Putting homeless tents and bar parking lots for homeless people to sleep at night because it's so high. Like I knew someone who was working a full-time job and couldn't afford an apartment for like their family. And it's like, only thing I can afford is the roach infested, the rodent infested place. And then it's just deemed ghetto. And then it's like, that's not, and no one wants to be deemed that, right? But it's like, that's the only thing that's like affordable. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with building nice stuff. Everyone wants to live in nice stuff. And there's literally a proven thing where like, if you live in a nice apartment, you're going to keep it nice because it's just a psychology thing. It's like the nicer thing that you live in, the more that you're going to like keep it, you're going to upkeep it. If I live in some shithole, I'm not going to care about no shithole. What are you doing, dude?
This is just obnoxious.
This is terrible. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a housing crisis. There's things that's happening in Madison right now, man. And like, I feel like they're trying to push Well, it's funny. They're pushing all. I feel like they're pushing all like. I feel like they're pushing black people out of Madison. It's just like Madison has become so unaffordable that like it pushes people away. Like it's really hard for me to see this as one of the top cities in the country for progressive, like for I would say progressive, but like everyone's moving here in the country between the ages of like 18 and 30 or 30 something like that. I can't remember. I gotta look at that again. But last time I saw, that's what it was. Like us, like we're all moving here because this is like one of the most progressive cities, upcoming progressive cities in the world and in the country. Yeah, I mean, from the outside looking in, yeah, it looks great.
Me.
Yeah, from the inside out, I mean, we know what's up. But I don't know. It's just like that bothers me, man. Like I see homeless people every day walking over here. I see 2 bus full of people getting dropped off at the police station, right next to East, right by that strip mall. I see a bunch of people getting dropped off at the bar right down the street over here to live in these tents. And it's like, we got all this money for all this other stuff, but we can't help out homeless. So, I don't know. Madison sucks sometimes, man.
Very frustrating.
You all right, bro?
Yeah.
You low on energy today?
Low on it. It's been a long week, my boy.
My boy.
Well,
The
talk
time
about
mentioned yesterday.
the Joe Budden deal.
Yeah. So did y'all listen to the episode?
Yeah.
And I know you said you were. So you said you were confused. Did you ever go back?
No, I didn't.
I went back and listened to it just to
I simply haven't had the time.
yeah.
You know, absolutely. I mean, it's a long ass episode.
But that section's only like 20 minutes though.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. So yeah, I was like, so what I wanted to ask y'all is like, what do you think this does for Patreon? Like, because do y'all know what Patreon platform is and how it works?
It's basically a paywall, right?
It's a paywall.
It's like
Yeah.
OnlyFans for
Podcast.
audio and video content.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, how do you think this like affects the market? Do you think it changes because not because Joe Budden is the head of creative whatever, but more because of like them being such a big platform and moving to that and talking about how like it is equitable. Like, do you think it changes the market for creatives?
I think it's great for the creator, but it's
Yes.
not great for the consumer.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yes.
thinking.
Yes, that's exactly, yeah, literally is what I was gonna say. It's great because like, you know, it's the closest you're gonna get to, you know, I don't know the percentages, but like it's the best rate you're gonna get per dollar, per stream, per whatever,
Are you
right?
speaking from the creative side?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I think on the consumer side, it's quite evident why they're not there fully. Like they still have to put out their regular content once a week. Otherwise, they may be getting more money per dollar on Patreon than they would elsewhere, but their consumer base isn't going to grow because of Patreon.
Yeah.
Some of their consumer base now will move with them to Patreon, but Patreon is not growing their consumer base, their listenership, as they would like to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think, the biggest part of it is probably Joe having an administrative role there.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it'd be interesting because I wonder. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I just mean like if he had been offered. This is where I was so confused, is that he was arguing with himself about fake made up titles and then yelling about how they mean nothing, but saying that he just got one. So like that's what confused me the most.
I think it was,
But I think if anyone else had offered him fake made up title, they would be there.
I think
Like what is Patreon doing on it's great for the creator. Don't get me wrong, but like in terms of growing a fan base, it does nothing.
No, but I think it allows them to put their I think it's mostly just like them having the ability to get paid for their content at a greater rate, right? I don't know if, like, for me, kind of what Joe's position, he kind of just like looks. It comes off to me as like a recruiter. He has an eye for podcasts and podcasting, and so like it's I don't know. He didn't really give a lot of detail, but from kind of like what I've kind of like read into it and listened, and I went back and listened to it again, it doesn't sound like he is obviously he's not in it for the money.
So he says.
Yeah, but I don't get that because they must have gotten some sort of a check. Otherwise, you can put your shit on Patreon without a deal with Patreon.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
So there had to be some sort of a check involved apart from this made up fake title.
I think it's a title that they're more. I don't. So I think that
that's
they're
where I'm so
they're making
confused.
enough money from just the free stuff.
So I will say that he's not in it for the money when it comes to just like receiving a check, right? Because if he wanted just to receive a check, he could have got a check already. But it's more about like the principle versus anything, about the respect around how much money he's going to get and then what he's going to have to get, right? So I understand that because like you know, like you already talked about, you know, he had a check offer here, he had a check offer there, whatever. But what they want to take from him was not right, which I totally agree with. But overall, when he says it's not about the money, it may not be entirely about the money, but overall, like there's money is going to be important. It just has to be. There's a lot of overhead he has to pay for. Like he has staff, he has an editing crew. Who knows, how much they pay parts for, his space. He has all these different things he still has to pay for. So money is still going to be important.
Oh yeah, I think so. One thing he said was, when everyone was offering him all these, 21 million here, 30 million here, whatever, it was in exchange for them and their content.
Right.
I think the biggest thing is, I think the biggest thing is that they get to keep their content.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
Which is
think,
very important.
And I think Patreon allows them to keep it and then they can monetize off of it.
Mm-hmm. It's just for Patreon, like, will people move over to that platform for them? Yeah, probably, because people really, really love their content.
I'm not paying for that shit.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So, like, there's really, do I like what they're doing? I do, but I can't say I'm the most faithful fan because I just don't care to listen to Joe Budden for a full week straight. I think it's something cool to listen to, like, once out the week, because there's so much stuff that happens throughout the week, but every single day, it's going to be interesting to see, like, if they're able to keep up with that. That's going to keep it interesting, because I almost feel like that's a bit too much. I know they made it work with 2 times a week, but even that for me was a bit much.
Well, they're going to do it so they pod 3 times a week. They pod Tuesdays and Fridays, and Thursdays are going to be the Patreon days. I'm guessing the Thursdays on Patreon days are going to be like a super long one, and then they're going to be able to break that up into tiers.
But that's where I wonder, like, Patreon is going to have to change at some point, because if their overall goal is to really get Joe to be able to create something for the creators, and if you want just as big of a platform as YouTube or Spotify or whatever, you're gonna have to alternate, because you're gonna have to change something up. Because even though, yes, if I give you $5 a month and that content and that money, 30, 40, 50% of that is going to you each month, that's great. But overall, if you got something that I really like, and then there's a creator over here that's got something really I like, there's a creator over there that I really like, you know what I'm saying? That's right there. That's like $15 out of my pocket, right? So, like, that's already beating Spotify where I can get everything I need for $10. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna have to change something, which I think, if it blows up like that, they have no choice but to. But that maybe I don't know if that's something that they're talking about now, and hopefully Joe is already starting that conversations about like what that would look like if they went over to that. But there's no way that somebody's gonna really want to like constantly pay all that content money for all these different creators. That's like somebody who has, 10 different subscriptions to 10 different things and like paying $100 a month, and you're like, yeah, I don't even use half of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not gonna listen to all that content,
No.
or watch all that content. So,
it's not for me to know or probably understand. I don't see the play.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully down the line I see the play and it ends up fruitful for all involved. I don't know if that's something I would ever want to do with any of my content.
Yeah.
Well,
when I could just do it myself. I don't have to have a deal with them. But also they don't sell ads. I wonder if that has something.
The thing I think is what we're all we're going off such little information. Like he was very like general with because I don't even think he understands it yet, right? I think it was just such a great because here's the thing: like we need titles to place us in the hierarchy, right? Like titles are very important. So while he says titles are important, while he says titles aren't important, they're very, very important. So I don't think that he necessarily knows what his title is yet, which is why I don't think he gave us a lot of information yet. Like he says, more will be revealed. And I guess we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, I think his ability to and his foresight to turn down all those deals, because I'm not gonna lie to you, it'd be really hard if this took off and someone offered us a few mil.
Not necessarily. I think that's where like I say his comment about it's not about the money is somewhat true. Because if this were to take off and somebody were to offer a bag to do it, that means that we have a fan base. That means that we are popping in some way, shape, or form. And that means if we're being smart and we know the system and know how to make money off the system, that we're already making money off the system. So then we're gonna have to talk to each other and say like, hey, like, are we worried about the money or are we worried about our own content, right?
Yeah, I don't care how much it is. You can't give up your IP and all your rights.
Exactly. Because you don't know what you can do with that in the future. And overall, then you like once you do that, you also just become a puppet. Because they own what you can talk about, how you talk about it, or whatever. Like, right? There's one little step of like giving that, and then there's the next step of what they're telling you what to do. Right. So honestly, I mean, if somebody threw a $5 million bag and you say like, I think we should take it, we might have to exile you off the island. because I don't care about the money like that. Like we're probably already making a good amount of bag from YouTube, and we're probably also like collaborating with folks that are probably giving us some amount of bag that that we're living comfortably off. If we're struggling artists, maybe we might think about going that way. But overall, like knowing me, I love doing this because I love that we make our own schedule. We do what we want, how we doing it, and people, friends of ours tell us like, what they think will be cool to make our podcast pop. But at the end of the day, we make that fucking decision. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, people say all the time, like, oh, I think you should do this. So it might get people more interested. Oh, cool. Thank you for that. But I'm going to do like what we like to do and how we like to vent or how we like to converse. Like that's what's important.
Yeah.
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 That's just a big bag.
Exactly. And that's why I do honor him for being able to do that.
Well, and one thing he said too was like, I forgot what he said. But it goes along the lines of like, what you said is, what are you doing this for? Are you doing it for the money? Because if you're doing it for the money, then you're not turning down them deals. Or are you doing it because you know you have a product. Because if you know you have a product, then you know that. Well, no, I lied. It's something off of what it was one of Big Sean and Lil Wayne songs on Big Sean's new album where they talked about athletes, and if they're offering you this much, that means that you're worth way more to them, or you're worth way more. I can't remember the exact line, but along the line, basically like if I'm a company and I come to you and I offer you $5, right, you're probably worth 20.
Yeah, but that's what the industry has been for years,
right?
I mean, and it's just like now the game has changed because there's YouTube, there's other sources of being able to get content out there and making money separately.
You don't need labels. You don't need anything anymore.
Right. And actually, in that conversation too, Rory talked about that he said, like, as somebody who's probably not a big star, that you wouldn't be able to sell your own content. And I would challenge to say, like, well, no, I think like you may not be the biggest, but if you have a lot of attention, somebody is going to buy it. The amount of people is going to buy it. And if you're really that guy, that girl that can really, make good music or make good content, it's going to figure itself out. So like, yeah, you might not make the most money off of it, but the money that you'll make would be yours.
And you're talking about when they was talking about selling physical,
you're talking about one of those guys or who somebody
selling up the trunk.
Yeah. So like, with that being said, like the industry has done that for years where, going back to Usher being a kid, TLC, back in the 80s, Bobby Brown, all that stuff, like for the person right in front of you, you see that $100,000 signing bonus, or you see that $2 million signing bonus, but you can't read the contract, or you're just too excited to read the contract, then yeah, you put yourself in a ton of misery. And that's what the music industry has been for years. So that is cool to see like Joe be able to expose that. And that's why you have to really say like, maybe yes, that is a one-time lifetime opportunity to get in front of everybody, but is it really worth that to give all that you own, right? And everything that makes you you? Because when you sign that contract, you are no longer you. You are doing what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to put out a record for radio, and the record for radio is not the record that you would create, right? Or the movie that you want to do is not a movie you're comfortable with, like, because now they own you. So
it's funny you said this. The dude, y'all seen Three Strikes?
No.
Okay. Well, there's an actor on there. And he was like really popular in like the early 2000s, and then he kind of just like disappeared. And he was like, in Hollywood's like a strange place, right? Like, if you want to get in with the higher ups, if you want to be in bigger movies, better movies, you're gonna have to start bending, right, and folding.
Bend it over.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. Yeah. Well, whatever he meant by that, but like, you're gonna have to do some stuff in order. Like, y'all heard about Terry Crews?
I've seen people talk about it. I haven't really dove into the situation, but I heard whatever he said was like very anti-black.
Well, yeah, that, and just the fact that like there's stories about him doing certain things in order to get like roles in big time movies. Mm-hmm. And basically, the dude from Three Strikes said I wasn't about that. So like that's why you don't see me, because I refuse to change who I am to do certain things for certain people, in order to be in these big movies. And they look down at me upon that. So,
did y'all have anything else to say on that topic? No. I got this reaction video. I want y'all to think. So, good little ad.
Can you cast it?
No. Actually, maybe. No. Well, Apple TV is not hooked up.
Pause it. Okay, so the video you're about to watch is T-Pain talk about what he doesn't like about the music industry. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, come on, keys.
Well, they call me Teddy Pendergrass now.
about the rap industry that I wish I could change is two things that are kind of the same. It's you're only real.
Those gloves is fire.
Or, you know, when people call you real or you a real nigga, you know, that's my brother, you're a real nigga, you only real if you play the game with people. And people will stop playing the game. They'll stop fucking with you if you stop playing the game. So, for instance, if
Is his hair
I'm getting
blue?
interviewed
It's like purple.
That's
with a
wild.
rapper, right? And the interviewer asked me how much your jury costs. If the time calls for it and it's the truth, I'd say, oh, this is all fake. This don't cost shit. So I would tell the truth, and the other person would be like, "You're not supposed to tell people." What happened to the illusion? And then people stop fucking with you because you didn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't lie. Like, this nigga gonna tell people my shit fake one day. I gotta stop being around this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, oh, we get that question all the time. Oh my God, how much does that chain cost? $40? I got this at the mall. Like, if I say that shit, then people will stop fucking with me because they feel like I'm gonna let them know, like, this shit's fake. I'm sure this shit is fake. Hey, tell them where you got that from. You didn't get that from, who'd you get it from? And then we gonna get into a whole thing, and then all the tabloids and not tabloids, but all the blogs and shit are gonna be talking about them wearing fake jewelry, but they're not gonna talk about me because I'm just telling the truth when it's time. So, the fake shit be costing too, but not like the real shit. We all know this. So that it's kind of too, and people will stop. So it's the fact that in order to be a real nigga, in order to be somebody's brother, in order to be somebody's friend, you have to lie about yourself in order to be considered that. And the second part of that is that I hate that people will literally stop fucking with you if you don't lie about everything you do. It's the craziest fucking thing in the world. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's all my shit. No, I actually got a ton of real shit. The shit here's the crazy thing. The shit that I wear like to Target and shit like that, that's the $80,000 shit. The shit that I wear on like TV and concerts and shit, that be the fake shit. Because something can happen more in a concert. So if I'm fucking dancing on stage and my chain pop off and it goes flying, I'm stopping the show. I gotta stop the show. So whoever found that, we're not gonna keep going until we find this fucking chain that I just dropped. But the shit that I wear to Target and Walmart, that's all the shit I feel safe. I'm just chill. This shit was fucking $76,000. It's the damage in her pretty. Hey, bro, take it down some. What are you talking about? Yeah, you gotta get that shit back. I'm coming for it. I'm diving in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You ever worried your streams will make? I say this in regular interviews. This is regular shit for me. I've had interviewers tell me like, bro, you know you don't have to answer all these questions. I've been trying to give you questions that I feel like you're not gonna answer it, but you answer it all. You don't have to tell the truth about everything. And I'm like, man, I'd rather tell the truth now than not have people find out later that the shit was a lie. I'd just rather go ahead and get it over now.
I mean, that's it. But I thought like that's immediately the video I thought of when you said that, because that shit is real. Like everybody faces that. Everybody faces that.
Well, it's this whole thing like and Shugi over there is probably gonna go crazy, but like, what's wrong with wearing fake J's?
Because that's different. That's stupid. You look
I knew
dumb.
that was coming. I thought it was gonna be fake Yeezys.
I mean, but like same shit though. But like
No, because it's obvious.
if it's not obvious to the naked eye, like if you gotta come squint at my shit,
I've never had
Bro,
to do that.
I just got it.
I love you, bro. But man, I can't go. That's not for me. I mean, I hear you.
But
I
like,
said I got a script from your shit 100 yards down the street.
but like, if you got to come up close and like look at the stitching of my J's, G.
Bro. Your shit be off.
I mean, like, I own a pair of J's, and like, all my Yeezys are fake.
Yeah.
But you would never know. until
Nigga, you
like,
got
look up.
zebra prints that don't exist.
Oh yeah, no, wait, zebra prints?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I threw those away. No, I still
That's
got
where
them.
they belong.
I know, but I never got. But like my black ones and my white ones, you never know.
Okay. All right.
Again, it'd be only if you looked up close. So like what's wrong with it?
What are you trying to do by wearing fake ones?
T-Pain actually had a reason why he wore it.
Get the
Dick wet?
fulfillment. No, get the fulfillment of having a pair of Yeezys without paying an astronomical price for them.
Yeah, but you know they're not Yeezys.
They are.
So
Yeezys.
deep down inside, you know
They
you're
are
lying
Yeezys.
to yourself. No, they're not. They're not.
They are.
But they're not. They're simply not.
They are.
How did I lie?
That's
They're not
like me
Yeezys.
saying these are jeans.
I think you're better.
These are jeans.
Yeah, I think a better argument would have been like, why should I spend $60 on Levi's when I can just go ahead and get some Wranglers for $20? I think that would have been a better argument to say.
No.
Like, well, yeah, you can't say you're getting fulfillment wearing J's and Yeezys when you're not wearing J's or Yeezys.
But I am though.
But you know you're
No,
not.
you're not. For instance, okay, let's say, like, for instance, let's go to the T-Pain video. So he just said he wears his real stuff to Target, his fake stuff to a concert. But when he goes to the concert, right, he knows he has a fake chain on. He's not saying that these are baguettes. He's not saying that. He's saying, like, yeah, this is zirconia.
But why do I need to have the authentic thing though?
You don't
Because you
you
want
don't
the
have to.
fulfillment of wearing it. You're lying to yourself.
But I'm not though.
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
you are.
How are you not lying
How?
to yourself? You want the fulfillment of wearing Yeezys.
So
but you don't have on Yeezys.
so then I get fake ones that look like Yeezys.
So you're lying to
So you're
yourself.
not wearing Yeezys.
I am wearing Yeezys.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not. You're wearing Amazon Boost 1955s.
Nah, that's not where I got it from. Though.
Yo, are you?
So then, no, because I'm trying to figure out. I guess I'm confused on like if they look like it, then what's the point?
You just said the point. For your own fulfillment.
Yeah, if I want,
Well, then just say you get
if-
fulfillment from wearing fake Yeezys. Don't say you get fulfillment of wearing Yeezys when you're not wearing Yeezys. Because you're lying to yourself.
you just contradicted yourself.
No, he didn't.
How? How did I contradict myself?
You're saying that you just said that I get the fulfillment of wearing Yeezys without wearing Yeezys.
No, he said you want the fulfillment
Of wearing Yeezys.
But you're
Right,
not
but
wearing
you're not
Yeezys.
wearing Yeezys.
So then,
You're not getting what I'm saying is you are not getting the fulfillment of wearing Yeezys.
So-
You're getting the fulfillment of wearing fake
okay.
Yeezys
So then,
and lying to people thinking
Okay.
that you are wearing real Yeezys.
so then when you is that gold chain real?
Partially.
Both of them or one of them?
Both are partially.
Partially. So then the stuff that you got from
Very
Fashion Nova,
100% fake.
but you wear it?
Sometimes
Why?
when I want to look silly
Why?
because it's funny.
Or
Totally.
no,
Because of me.
no,
Yes.
because you want to what?
have people ask and I tell them that it's fake.
No, you don't want people to ask you anything because you're not going to say it's fake.
I'm not.
No,
The first thing I said, what about, do you guys want to put on a fake chain?
yeah, I didn't hear that.
Dry.
I didn't. All I heard was that you got it from Fashion Nova.
So why'd you say you didn't want to wear a chain?
Because I don't want to. I have my own chain. I don't need to wear his. Like that. I don't
Let's see
need
where
a
he
gold
took
chain.
it. Let's see where he took it.
But like, why do you wear fake gold chains then? If it's not gold chains, if it's not real gold.
What are you trying to get at?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's the same exact question. If it's
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not, because you're again, like I just said, like T-Pain, like exactly back to T-Pain. He says it's in his interviews, these are not real baguettes.
But that's
Like,
not
these are
no.
fake.
But this had no. I tell you that I wear fake Yeezys to have the
Allure.
fulfillment of wearing Yeezys without paying an astronomical price.
Okay,
Right?
right.
So when I'm asking you why do you wear fake gold necklaces, it's the same exact thing. That
No,
means
it's not.
No,
yes,
it's not.
No, it's not.
yes, it is.
No,
No, it's not. Because you're looking for the fulfillment of what you don't have.
Of a brand name.
I
Pepsi,
just
brand.
get enjoyment out of wearing fake gold jewelry.
So I get the
It's a
enjoyment.
fashion statement, but there's a difference between having a fashion statement and trying to floss of something that's not real.
But you're still getting fulfillment, which is my entire point. I'm getting
Fulfillment of looking good versus fulfillment of I want people
So
to
then
know
why?
that I'm
So
wearing a certain brand.
so then you're still wearing a imitation gold necklace.
Yes,
Because you want the fulfillment of what? Wearing a gold fashion.
No,
stuff.
I
it
know
looks
it's
good
fake.
with this outfit.
And I think Yeezys look good, which is why I wear them.
But you know, you're
No, you're not
clean,
wearing Yeezys. You're wearing very fake.
And you're wearing a
slip-on
gold-plated
shoes.
medal
but he's
around
not,
your neck.
But he's not sitting here saying that this is pure gold. Hey, everybody, look, I have on pure gold. He's not saying that. You are when you wear your Yeezys in your mind, you want people to know you are wearing Yeezys. So without saying it or without actually doing it, you're saying, "Hey, everybody, I got on Yeezys. What's good?"
And hey, everybody, I have on gold necklaces.
my God,
I
you just
don't.
crazy,
No, I'm
bro.
not.
Now.
I'm confused because the
No,
parallels.
you're just not gonna get it.
No.
You're just not gonna get it, bro.
The parallels aren't adding up here. You're telling me that I want Yeezys because I like them, but I don't want to pay full price. So I'm going to get ones that look just like them, but cost a fraction of the price.
Because you
Right.
are focused on
Right.
having Yeezys.
No.
That is your focus.
Okay, so
You're
then-
not getting the shoes because you like
so
the way
then
the
when
shoe looks.
So then when I'm going out and getting a fake gold chain, what is the point of buying a fake gold chain?
Because it's a nice accessory. You like the accessory. There is a difference in saying that I like the way this looks on my fit versus saying like, hey, I want people to know I have this brand.
But you're
that is
still
two different things.
But you're still going out and showing people. It's all
okay,
showing.
how about this? Would you wear Shaqs?
Yeah.
You
God.
a damn liar.
Fam,
You a damn
I
liar.
have a pair of black slippers that I've worn out. All my shoes have holes in them that I wear out.
So you're telling me
I don't care about shoes.
So you'll go get a fresh pair of Shaqs and,
Yeah.
and rock them.
Yes.
All right, I don't believe you, but okay.
I have a bunch of no name.
Okay, so if
shoes.
you don't have a problem wearing Shaqs, then why is Yeezy so to wear fake Yeezys? Why is that such a big deal for you?
Because I'm cheap and I don't in my head I don't feel that I need to buy shoes that cost $600.
Okay, then why are you calling them Yeezys? Call them what they are.
Well, that's what the name is.
There's no way.
No, they're not.
There's no way.
That's what put it on there.
Absolutely no way.
Okay.
I could put
So-
Yeezys on here and say these are Yeezys. They're not Yeezys.
Okay, but I wouldn't know that, right?
Yes, you would.
How
You
I-
would. Keith, you would look at these boots and say those are not Yeezys.
If I see 350 whatever,
Yeah,
then I'm gonna call them Yeezys.
because you know that
It's just like if I see a gold necklace, I'm gonna call it a gold necklace. I'm not gonna call it a gold
Gold-plated?
medal, gold plated. I'm gonna call it a gold necklace.
He's upset. He feels like we're personally attacking
No,
him.
no. Actually, I'm not.
It does feel that way
No.
because now it sounds
No.
like you're personally attacking. Marquise is fine. You can wear your fake shoes.
No.
Ain't nobody said that was a problem.
You're confusing me asking questions with me getting mad. I'm asking you clarifying questions.
No, you're not. You're
I am.
talking in circles.
I'm not talking in circles. I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you. Just
All right.
Just,
If you're not talking in circles, then I'm done with this line of questioning.
okay.
Anything else today, fellas?
Forwardshop.com. We sell merch and shit.
Grumpy Saturday.
Jump on these stocks while it's cheap, man. Let's
Spell well.
start building wealth, create wealth for ourselves and for our children, for our families. Let's break the generational curses that have been placed upon us. there's no reason why we can't touch this money that's out here.
Get this money.
That's me touching money.
Let's
Kind of guess.
let's get it legally. Or illegally. Do what you got to do. Shout out to the scammers.
Fuck scammers. Scammers are despicable people.
I need the PPE scammers.
Okay.
Oh, you like those people?
I mean, I don't have an issue with them. More indifferent. More indifferent with the PPE scam.
Shout out to the scammers. Y'all really out here working. For real. Fire.
They are hilarious.
You listen to Scam Rap?
Nah, but
TJ?
TJX6 and shit?
Yeah, some shit like that from Detroit.
They would be from Detroit.
You said what?
That sounds like some Detroit shit.
they ain't the indie animals?
Oh, that's a gang?
Yeah, I see the video. Shout out to the scammers, man. For real. Need
That's a
y'all.
weird thing to shout out at the end. Can we shout out something more positive?
Credit
Where
card
does that
crackers.
even come from?
Credit card crackers. I need them too.
You're like implicating yourself.
Yeah. What have you been looking up on Reddit, bro?
A million ways to make money.
That's wild.
A million ways to scam.
Just before sunset, they'll put you to sleep.
Hey, how y'all feeling after doing that oil?
I'm relaxed.
Where? Yeah, my hands. And I moisturize. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, actually, it's kind of cold out here.
Yeah, let's delete that whole part. Hey, shout out to
What are we shouting out this time? That's so funny, bro. Hey, let's delete that whole part. Shout out to that's bad funny, bro.
but shout out to
Scammers.
no. Shout out to Just Before Sunset. Appreciate the products. We love it.
That's what's up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all again for sponsoring today's episode. First sponsor ever.
called it that.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Keep going.
I was gonna say, we look forward to working with you guys again. Definitely gonna get some products from you guys. Please, if anybody is looking for a Black-owned business to support, definitely check these guys out or these women out. They got a great thing going. Great niche in the market right now that they can really benefit from, and in a time when we're talking about healing and kind of getting over things and really pushing forward the narrative. This business is great for that. So.
Yeah, straight up. Just Before Sunset LLC, IG, Just Before Sunset Facebook, email, justbeforesunset@gmail.com, website, justbeforesunset.com. Thank y'all. This is dope. And if you're looking to do something special for your significant other for Valentine's Day, this is the Valentine package in front of us. The body oil, along with the candle. Candle been really setting the mood. Got the oil, got all moisturized. You know what I'm saying? Feeling good, not
Glistening.
glistening, exfoliating.
Light a candle and rub your loved one down. You know what I mean?
My God.
Yeah. Get physical. Peace and blessings to you and yours. Stay black. That's the most important thing. And as always,
Like I said, make sure you like Keith already said, support Black business in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know how you feel about the episode. Coming up on our double digit pretty soon, so hopefully we do something special for that. And just continue to support, man. And anybody that's looking for us to help them with marketing or anything, let us know.
Yeah, thank you for doing it.
We're more than willing to help.
Definitely looking to partner with small businesses. So if y'all know some Black businesses or brown businesses that we think we should connect with, let us know. Comment, like, subscribe. You know the deal. You know the vibes. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been rocking with us since episode 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, thank you. We appreciate y'all. That's it. Good night.
black.
35.
35. Peace.